Hey guys, so it is Friday and we are going to make some dinner. I am going to make, I had to write it down so that I can make sure that I don't forget anything. I'm going to make like a honey glazed crispy chicken. I'm going to make a whole chicken but split it in half. I'm going to sear it and then I'm going to bake it in the oven. It should come out sweet and gingery and delicious and if it doesn't, I'm blaming the chicken, basically. And then also for a side, we're going to do homemade fries. I've already gone through and peeled the potatoes and I have them soaking in cold water with vinegar. So I've got that going. And we're gonna also make like a honey glaze to glaze the chicken. And so once it's done baking, we can glaze the chicken and then give it a quick broil. And we're also doing a slaw on the side. It's just going to be like a cider and ginger dressing for our cabbage slaw. So we are gonna get started. So when I make chicken, this is a trick my mom taught me. So you want to soak it in cold water, salt, and vinegar. Hey, Sammy. Hi. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I hope baby's doing well. Hold on. Can you guys not yell? Thank you. So sorry if you guys hear the babies. It's just me and the kids, so it might get wild. So I apologize in advance. But as far as chicken goes, before making my chicken, my mom has always told me to soak it in cold water with vinegar and salt. So I've already gone through and done that with my whole chicken. We're gonna pat it dry, we're gonna split it in half, and we're just gonna get going, okay? So let me get my water. All right, let's get started. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me move this way. Yeah. And I did, Sammy, can I mod you? Would that be okay with you? And it's just more so for like your comfort. So if like you see anything that you don't like, you can just block it or hide it. And I did set it for 20 minutes, so it shouldn't be bad. Okay, thank you. But please don't ever feel obligated. Because I've known you for a minute, yeah, but please don't ever feel obligated to do anything. Don't, like, if you need to go, it's just more for your comfort, just because I don't think any of the regular mods are here, so I'd rather you be comfortable if you're here by yourself. All right, so let me just grab my gloves. Did I not grab my gloves? All right. I don't know. I just had them. What is happening? Please excuse me. Saleh! Saleh! Can you guys please stop? Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. All right, I have my gloves. You guys, if you shop at Costco, they do sell these. Oops, I'm sorry. Hi, I don't know, I by accident. Hi, I'm Flo, hello. You guys, if you shop at Costco, they have these gloves by the pharmacy, and they are food safe and everything else safe, and health and everything. So get you some. They're a good price. I found that they're actually cheaper to buy at Costco than they are on Amazon. So we are making the crispy chicken. I can put people in time. Hey, I'm Flo, how are you? You guys, I'm super excited about our Valentine's Day stuff. I've already got multiple ideas, and it looks like we are gonna go with the dark reds and all of that, the sultry look, so I'm super excited for that. Those are some of my favorite looks. But so today we are making the crispy honey glazed chicken. I've already soaked this chicken. You wanna pat it dry so that you have a nice crispy chicken. You don't want it soggy or anything like that. And you guys, you tell me, do you like a crispy chicken? Hi, Rally. It's good to see you. Thank you so much, Sammy. I appreciate you. Hi, Norma. Hi. All right, so I've got this patted dry, and if anybody missed anything I said before, you know how chicken does have like a little bit of like the chickeny smell to it. Um, and yeah, you're gonna want to soak it in water and salt and vinegar. And really, did you? Yay! That's so good. I love that. Rally, I'm gonna cut the chicken. I know if some people are vegetarian or vegan, so I'm gonna split the chicken in half. I hope that that you're okay with that. If not, I can let like, if you want to just, if you don't want to see that, I completely understand, and I totally respect that. So I'm just going to split this in half. And you guys, if you are kind of like in a rush during dinner and you want to make a whole chicken, splitting it in half is a good idea. All right. Okay, thank you, Rally. I just want to make sure. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to use parchment paper. I don't like to use foil whenever I'm gonna be baking chicken, just because it feels like it burns it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our chicken, we're going to season it, and then we're gonna give it a quick sear. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it right here for a minute so that I can season it. Okay, so we're just going to season with, let me see, make sure you guys can see. Okay, so I'm going to season this with salt and pepper. Garlic powder. And I do like to use more so like the garlic powder and garlic and onion powder and things like that for my whole chicken, because if you use chunks of garlic, it tends to burn in the oven, and I really don't want that. Okay, and now I'm just gonna turn on my stove. Yeah, happy Friday, you guys. Okay, since I'm done with this, I'm gonna take it away. Give this a quick fridge. And you guys, if you need spray bottles, the Dollar Tree, these are the best spray bottles I've ever found. All of the other ones just go out, the nozzle goes out. These ones are amazing, and they're actually really good quality. I get those for like the bleach. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to heat. All right. So I'm just going to put some oil in my pan. Okay. It needs to be pretty hot. So are you guys having a good day? What's good? What's new? What's poppin'? Norma, what did you put on your pizza? Okay. You guys, it's taking a minute to heat up. What did you put on it, Norma? Like what did you use for toppings? So you're gonna want to put this skin side down, okay? You guys, it's so windy outside. Hey, Chava, hi. It's good to see you. I'm making a honey glazed chicken. And we're first searing it here, and then we're gonna finish it off in the oven, and we're going to make some homemade fries on the side. I'm gonna toss those with some parsley, hamburger sausage, pepperoni, and it's, ooh, nice. It was a lot cheaper, huh, than buying it or ordering it. Gosh, the prices for pizza, like to get delivered, have gotten so crazy. I'm putting both of them in here, and we're gonna let that sizzle. Okay. So this is in here sizzling. And so for the fries, I am also going to make like a little sauce, right? It's going to be honey, lemon, and parsley. And I'm gonna give those a quick toss too. With this option, you can also make truffle fries if you want to. That's always really delicious. And then now, since we have this side exposed, we're gonna, working with the country shelter to place 31 chihuahuas. The breeder was sighted. They were sighted? Oh my God, I love chihuahuas. I have a chihuahua niece. It was her birthday yesterday, and she has a brother. She's crazy, but she's a doll. Oh my God, that's a lot. 31? Really? I'm gonna go ahead and season this side. Pepper. I do have the oven preheating to 425 degrees. Garlic powder. Oh, my goodness. Such little sweethearts. And I'm going to, we are going to add the ginger on the other side of this. We'll add the ginger before we plate this. Okay, so while this is doing what it's doing, so you want to sear each side for about 7 to 8 minutes. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, Rowley does a lot. We watched a video on Nikki's channel where we saw you with the puppies and everything. That was crazy. Like the ones getting, you guys were transporting them. Oh, my heart. Okay, so I'm gonna check these to give them a flip. You do want to flip them. So they still need a little bit more on their side. You want them to be nice and golden. I'm gonna leave that one just a little bit more. Okay. Now we're going to work on the glaze really quick. So for the glaze, and we're just gonna leave this aside. Hi, Lily. Hi. It's so good to see you. Sorry if this sizzle is a little loud, you guys. Okay, it's really sizzling. Lily, I made it so that it's sub for 20 minutes so that it's not wild to mod it. Because I'd rather be comfortable. Okay, so you guys, you saw we flipped one, and we are gonna flip the other side, the other one. I can't put a big flip. Okay, so for our honey glaze, you're going to need a 1/3 cup honey. Let me just open this. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Hey, Selma. Hi. Welcome in. Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. And then you can use fresh ginger, so like grated ginger, or you can use powder. I'm going to use some, what am I saying? Yeah, some of this. I'm going to use a teaspoon because I really do enjoy ginger. You can use half a teaspoon. And if you do like your stuff spicy, you can also add some crushed red pepper to this. And then you're also going to need about a tablespoon of butter. And then prior to using this, I'm doing well, thank you, Selma. How are you? And then prior to using this, you can either cook this on the stove or just stick it in the microwave just until it thickens a little bit, and then your glaze will be ready. So I'm just going to leave this aside until we're ready for it. Okay, let me give this one another flip. See where we're at. That one needed. Okay, let me go get the baking sheet. Okay, now I'm going to transfer these over to the baking sheet. We've got the half chicken. I'm going to take some of this oil. I'm going to give our pan a little wipe. Turn this off for now. Okay, and then to this, we're going to add some ginger. Some more pepper. I'm not going to add more salt. Sorry. Yeah, okay, pepper. And then you're going to want to use paprika. I like sweet paprika for this, but it's up to you. And you never want to put the honey on it before it goes, the honey is going to go towards the end, just during the glazing process, or else it'll burn, obviously. Okay, so now my oven is preheated to 425 degrees. I'm going to stick these 2 half chickens in there. It'll take about 30 minutes, and we'll check on it because they are half chickens, and we did give them some searing, okay? Okay, now we take some of this stuff because we have to make something else. I'm not going to get rid of some of these because I still need them. I did want to do some baking, but I was just like, what is it?
My brother punched me in the eye so hard, and on my right eye, and now it's kind of blurry from my right eye.
Just hold your eye, and you guys need to settle down. Okay, so we are going to make a dressing. We're going to make a dressing for the slaw. So for that dressing, I don't know if you want the recipe, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of mayo. I guess we'll just make it right now. Since it's quiet. Okay. All right, so we're going to get to making the slaw because I do like to mix the slaw and then just put it in the fridge to cool. Okay. So you're going to, need a 1/2 cup of mayo. I have a 1/4 cup measure here, so just need 2 of these. I guess a lot of people lost power and stuff like that because of the wind. It's crazy. Oops. And then you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar. If you want, you can add more. I personally really like cider vinegar. Then you're gonna need a tablespoon of honey. This is also a really nice dressing for carrot. Like if you want to do shredded carrots. And then ginger. Still have some in here. You can use fresh ginger, obviously. And then you're gonna need soy sauce. Just a teaspoon, not too much. This is more just flavor. And you can add sesame oil if you want to. I know a lot of people don't like sesame oil. Yeah, and we're gonna also make some homemade fries. I already cut the fries and I just have them sitting in water with vinegar. That does help cut the starch, so then they won't be all like gross. It just, you know, makes them nice and crunchy. Okay, and obviously you can add black pepper and salt. Yeah, with the fries, we're going to make a lemon a lemon, honey, and parsley dressing kind of for them, and just give them a quick toss. And because it has the honey in it, that's not going to make it soggy. It's just going to make it really good. Yeah. Okay, and then, pepper. Now you can add some Dijon to this. I think I will. Add about a teaspoon of Dijon. If you have honey Dijon, that would be good too. Okay, and then so our dressing is ready. Just going to give this a nice mix. And then we're going to get to frying the fries, because we're going to do 2 fries. We're going to do a first fry and a second fry, just to make sure that they're nice and crispy. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I wanted today, because at first my thought was I wanted to make some chili and bread. I actually thought of also, are the fries breaded? No, they're not. They're just regular fries. I'll show you. Yeah, I was going to do like a chili with bread and maybe like some mac and cheese and stuff, but I was like, I don't know. That seems like a lot. Okay, so this is our dressing for the coleslaw. You just grab it, the coleslaw. And again, this is really, really good with, if you just want to use carrots and shred them, really, really good. And also you can make this without mayo. You don't need to use mayo, and it'll just be like a ginger honey vinaigrette. So. Yeah, and the thing is, it's pretty cold here today, but it's been super, super windy. But I really wanted something like a little bit lighter. So that's why it's like I have like the lemon and the cider vinegar and a little bit of honey. Like it just felt like that's what my body wanted. Let me just get a bowl really quick. Okay, so I just buy this. I took a little bit of it earlier to add something else. Let me just open it. So I just use these bags for my slaw. And we never have any of this left over. Like, we finish it off. It's so good and it's so refreshing. And then you just want to just toss this right over it. And you guys, I know a lot of people say that this Japanese mayo is really expensive, but if you get it from Walmart, it's $5. If you get it somewhere like Kroger's or Safeway, it's $9. So if you really want this, because it is good, if you really want this, I would check the Walmart for it. Okay, now I'm just going to give this a toss. And you can add some apple slices to this. That would be really good. So this one is ready to go. And I'm just going to stick this in the fridge while we wait for everything else. And we are going to start frying. So this is the coleslaw. Hey Sean, hi, how are you? So we've got the slaw and I'm going to stick it in the fridge. I might actually make the chili tomorrow. That way, like, it'll be nice and hearty, and we'll make the Texas bread with it too. The Texas Roadhouse bread with that tomorrow. Because that's what I wanted to make it with. So it's going to be the chili. I'm kind of done with chicken after tonight. So we'll do the chicken, the chili, and mac and cheese. We're going to make homemade mac and cheese and do the Texas Roadhouse rolls with the cinnamon butter. So I think it's cinnamon honey. Yeah. So that should be good. And maybe like a cobbler or something, maybe like a peach cobbler for dessert. Or, yeah, I forgot. It was either the peach cobbler or we could do the lava cake with vanilla ice cream and a topping. We might actually be able to add that in today. I don't even know what time it is, if we have time. Because I think Ash goes live at 6. Yeah. So if we have time, we can also add that in there. Yes, see, I do too. And I was actually thinking I might use turkey. So maybe like a turkey chili. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to start heating this oil for our fries. I just use vegetable oil. Okay. So these are my fries. They've been soaking in cold water and vinegar in here. Yeah, I do. I love ground turkey too. It's really good. And I'm just going to pour this out and just make sure that you dry it. So you don't burn yourselves. Lily, have you looked at anything about that case I told you about? Because I'm starting to have some other questions. There are questions that I have. Something is not making complete sense to me. And it might just be because we don't have all the information yet from law enforcement or, you know, from the police chief at least. Because she's the one who's been given some of the updates, but my mind is doing things. It's asking questions. And you know what? I think this might also be an issue with me personally. Whenever I look into one of these cases, I'm not going to call it devil's advocate. I try to play the opposition. I have my own mind. And then I have my own thoughts about it. But then after we start to get some answers, I try to think about the opposite, like the opposition. What would the opposition be saying? I feel like I do better reading it blind. Yeah, I bet. But yeah, so then sometimes I'm like, okay, like what could be his defense, right? What is a defense? Where's Candy? I don't see. Oh, hey Candy, hi. Happy Friday. So yeah, sometimes I'm like, okay, like I want to play the opposition or devil's advocate and be like, what if X, Y, and Z happened? Why isn't it this, that, and the other? But So that's kind of what my mind is doing right now, and it's kind of messing with me. Not gonna lie. So I'm drying these fries. I'm gonna let this warm up because, okay, for sure. Yeah, because with the recent stuff that they added to it, I'm like, that's kind of weird. It's a little strange. I don't know if Sean is still in here. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, like, what is it? Like another thing would be, like they said that they found the weapon at his house alongside, like they found like a total of 9 different ones, but the one that he used allegedly was also found there. And that's like so weird to me because it's like you took that home. Like most of the time they just like struggle to find the weapon. Yeah, the ex's house. And like most of the time they struggle to find it. And he did get remarried again. So I wonder if like, you know, he's just a horrible spouse. But yeah, like they found the weapon at his house. I don't know, you know, like that's what my brain is starting to like do weird backflips because like I said, like I believe what, you know, law enforcement is saying and, you know, I'm listening to everything they're saying, but there's always this side of my brain that likes to play the opposition, the devil's advocate, to just kind of be like, okay, so like what are we up against? You know what I mean? Because there are so many people who knew that he had these issues or that there was a past with Monique. And yeah, you know what? Because, okay, so I think the majority of people were shocked because part of it didn't make sense. And it was just like, it's been 9 years. Like, you have a whole life. What would make you, or 8 years, what would make you go back and do this? Like, why would you ruin your life? And it's like, yes, I know there's like so many different reasons, like, you know, things going badly at work. I know that he had a lawsuit against him for malpractice. He had another failed marriage. Huh? Well, don't come in here. Okay, what is it? You want to take that off? Okay. You can't be walking around like that, sweetie. Okay. What?
I'm sick.
Sip of what? What? My water?
Yeah.
Okay, just stay back there. Okay. You can just take the water up if you want. No, you can't come in here. Thank you. Okay, you just take that up with you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, like, yep, we got money around it, like money issues. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, of course there could be like so many different reasons, right, for somebody to snap after 8 years. If things were going badly, if he went and was stalking all of her info like that, but still, it was weird. And there's a reason why people felt it was weird, because it's like not the most common thing. Hold on. Because it's not a very common thing to happen after 8 years. So yeah, I'm like, okay, like I know a lot of people were talking to her about her issues with him. A lot of people knew that, you know, she had issues with him. So, and why the heck would you take the weapon back to your house? And then on top of it, okay, this is the part that kind of, you know, made my mind kind of switch. That firearm, okay, so he has 9 of, no, that's 6. He had 9 of them, okay? But that one that he had that was involved in the situation was on the record as being involved in a different situation that has nothing to do with him. Like it's on the registry. I can't remember what she called it, but it's registered as a firearm that is, you know, connected to a different crime. And I'm just like, so it looks like either it was purchased at a pawn shop or it was purchased different, like in illegal ways. So it's just like, okay, like this guy's obviously got firearms registered. You know, he could have just used one of his. Like, why would he go and purchase this? It doesn't make sense. And take it home to be found. What? And they did upgrade one of the charges to robbery, and I'm sure that that has to do with the breaking and entering part, because that registers as a robbery charge or burglary. But I don't know. The math ain't mathin'. Because that person in the CCTV could have literally been anybody. I saw a lot of people say that they saw videos of him walking. I never saw anything. Because, like, when they said that they compared his walk to McKee's walk, I'm like, where was McKee walking? There was only a picture of McKee standing, and he wasn't pigeon-toed. Because there's this whole thing about him being pigeon-toed, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't in the photo. Okay, so I'm frying the fries right now. Like, I don't think that's like a weird question to have, is it? Like I said, so people, because the only images that they have of him were the person walking outside. They said that person is pigeon-toed, but the things out, you know, about this guy, he doesn't look pigeon-toed. He's standing not like a pigeon-toed person. Yeah, I agree. Like, in all of the cases that, like, we have followed over the years, I've never heard of someone taking the firearm with them. I know, that's what people have been saying, that he's pigeon-toed. It just doesn't make sense. But, I mean, I could also understand that he likely was just, you know, brewing and decided to do this after 8 years. Very weird. Okay, the chicken is chickening. Okay, I'm going to make the lemon and the honey sauce with the parsley to go over the fries. Okay. Thank you. Let me just check something really quick. Just 1 second, you guys. So making homemade fries obviously takes a little while. Some people find it annoying because it does take time. But what you can do is, so we're just doing a quick fry for these. And then we're gonna take them out, and then you can either finish baking them in the oven or you can refry them if you want them to be super crunchy. So either works. I think what I'm gonna do is put these on a sheet pan. That's just like if you're in a rush, that works. And oil that you use for fries is clean, so you can use it to fry more oil or donuts or whatever you want. All right, I'm gonna stick these in the oven. And then I'm gonna give them, oh my God, a quick fry. Yeah? Okay, tell him to come down. I don't know if this is... Sorry if anything lags. We have wind and some power outages, so if that happens, apologies. 9.
9?
Are you okay?
Okay. Got the thing in his eye. No, you poked
Okay,
him in
hold
the
on.
eye.
Once you poked him in the eye.
No.
Okay, can you sit right there? Okay, so I am going to show you guys the chicken. The fries are almost done. Oh, we're making a honey glazed half chicken. I have it cut in half, and no, and it's roasting. And then I have fries that are going to be tossed in some honey lemon sauce with parsley.
Here, okay. Yeah. Let's go see.
And yeah, and we also made coleslaw. I'll show you guys what the chicken looks like so far because I'm going to take the chicken out here very soon, just in case I have to run. I think the baby got something in his eye, so I'm waiting to see how that goes.
The chicken smells good.
Thank you, baby.
Is the oven good now?
Yeah, for now. For some stuff, yes. So this is what the chicken looks like so far. Before it gets baked, they don't come on this side. Before it gets baked, hey love, how are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sammy. Every now and then you might see like a face or something like that in shorts, but they can't interact with anybody.
I saw
Hey,
it.
shh, I know. Can you please go over there? I know, I saw it. I'm gonna get it.
And
Okay.
there's also one on the side of the oven.
Okay, thank you, honey. Can you please go over there? Thank you.
Let's go in our room or sit down and touch over here.
Yeah, like no interacting or anything like that. Every now and then you might see one helping me bake something, but not like interaction. Anyway, so the chicken is right here. We are going to glaze this with this glaze, and then we're gonna put it back in the oven to give it a nice crispiness. Thank you, love. Of course, absolutely. So I'm sticking that glaze that we made earlier in the microwave to heat it up. You can also cook it over the heat. Just you want it to come to a little boil. See the fries. Okay. So I just threw the fries in there just to make this go a little bit faster. But yeah, so if I suddenly have to run, you guys know why. But everything should be done pretty quickly. Especially, so like I said, if you want to make a whole chicken and you don't have a lot of time, the best way to go about it is to just split it in half and stick it in the oven. Thank you, Lily. Where's your shirt? Yeah, love, that's my quick way of doing it. And we did the homemade fries. I did the par frying, and then I'm just sticking them in the oven while the chicken cooks.
How do you see the chat?
It goes on the screen.
Oh, well,
Okay, sweetie. Okay, can you go upstairs?
On YouTube, whenever I look at the chat, it just shows.
Yeah, because you're looking at it on a different different screen.
You come back here.
Okay, go upstairs, please. I'm almost done.
Can I get a sneak from the
Go over there.
over here?
Yeah, are you not gonna listen? Are you not gonna listen? Go. Okay, so I'm going to give this another quick boil. So if you guys need the recipe for the glaze, it's gonna be at the beginning. And I also made the coleslaw dressing. That's also in the beginning. It's a coleslaw dressing made with ginger and, let me see. Yeah, it's a coleslaw made with ginger and cider vinegar. Just gonna stick this in for a little bit longer while we wait, because I need to switch it to the top anyway. And then the chicken seasoning and everything like that is also in the beginning. But we're going to either tomorrow night or something like that, we're going to do the not turkey. Well, maybe you can use turkey if you want to. We're gonna make chili with with some mac and cheese. I'm gonna make a homemade mac and cheese and also the Texas Roadhouse rolls with the cinnamon butter. Yeah, I love ginger. And this recipe that I gave you guys for the coleslaw dressing, you don't have to use the mayo if you don't want to. You can just use you can make it like a light vinaigrette, and you can use it for just shredded carrots. Like sometimes let me see if I have that tool in here right now or not. No. I have like this thing that you can noodle things with. So that's what I use for carrots. And so I'll make like these super thin carrot noodles, and I'll throw that dressing on top minus the mayo. I do too, Lily. I love them. Okay, let's see, so this is getting hot. Okay, so we're gonna finish off our fries. Now, I don't know how long we've been here to kind of monitor exactly how long this took. Okay. So this gives them an extra crunch. If you want to double fry them, that's what you do. So at most like fast food restaurants and things like that, their fries are par fried and then they're double fried. So that's why when we get them, they're super crispy. Even before they're put in the freezer, they're par fried. And that's why it's so quick whenever you order them. An hour? Okay. Thank you, Lily. That's why when you order them, they come out a little bit quicker. They'll tell you something like, 3 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever. Because they've already been fried and frozen. And you can actually also do that with things like churros, right? So I do want to make churros this weekend because I love churros. But all the churros that you get like from like Costco, for example, like from the food court, all of those, it is a pata choux, which is a dough that's made by, boiling water, adding oil or butter, and then adding your flour and then eggs. And with that is also it's par fried and then frozen. And then if you have it that way, you can fry it again, or you can bake it in the oven. It's up to you. But that's what the par frying does. So we're just about done here. Let's see where we're at with our sauce. Okay. And remember, since we are putting, have you seen Nutella stuffed churros? I haven't seen those, but we can definitely make them if you guys want. Like we can make half a batch, because my kids don't really like cinnamon. So we can do some of the churros just powdered in either powdered sugar or just regular granulated sugar, and we can make them stuffed with Nutella. And we can also do like a side ganache, because I know some people like to dip the cinnamon churros in sugar. In chocolate with a little dash of cinnamon in it. Have you? Yeah, they're easy to make. Like with the stuffing. I'm assuming that they stuff them after they bake them, right? With the powdered sugar, yeah. Because we can also make it like an Italian style too, where we can roll them in a mix of like granulated sugar and lemon zest. So if you take lemon zest and sugar and you put it through a food processor, you can make lemon sugar. You can also do that with like vanilla bean pods. Then you can make vanilla bean sugar. And those are delicious for like rolling things like that, or like beignet, or, donut holes. So yeah. So these are getting nice and crunchy. Okay, so now we are going to be glazing. Grab. Let's see if I have a brush here. Okay, so Just remember that this is the part that you do have to watch your chicken very carefully. Lemon sugar, yes, Lily. So good. The lemon sugar is really good if you want to make like a beignet stuffed with a lemon curd or a lemon pastry cream and roll it in lemon sugar. Delicious. So it'll be like a stuffed donut, like a cream donut with the lemon sugar on top. Delicious. So we're going to set this to broil when we put the honey on it, the honey glaze. And this will make it nice and crispy. Okay. So you're going to take your honey glaze. Did I not just drop the brush? I know I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So you're going to take a brush. This is just a silicone brush. And we are going to paint this glaze that we made earlier right over the top. Give it a nice mix to make sure that there are no little chunks on the bottom. Okay. And we are just going to paint this over the top. And because we're putting this on broil, just be very careful that it doesn't burn. So you have to watch it like a hawk. Okay. Because the honey and everything is all nicely melted. Okay. And I'm about to flip the fries. This was actually I made this after, like the thing that motivated this recipe specifically was a meal that I had at, like we had a hotel on campus for business students. Like it was something that they had open, hold on one second, for the business school. And when it first opened, you know, obviously, like we all wanted to try the restaurant that they had there. And I had this chicken with fries, and it was like a half chicken. They serve you a half chicken with fries, and you can make this with, I switched it to cider. You can make it with lemon. So it's a honey lemon. I did it with the cider because I just really love cider. And because I'm putting lemon on the fries. So that's where I came up with this recipe. It was, I made a copycat with my own copycat recipe of it. Okay, so our fries are ready. And I'll show you guys. I'm just going to scoop this out. Let me get the bigger one. Okay, we don't want this to burn. Okay, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm afraid that I won't be paying attention and then it'll just like catch on fire. Never had lemon. Oh, it's so good. Well, it's the vinaigrette, right, Sean? So it's a lemon honey vinaigrette with parsley. It's really delicious. And you do want it slightly heavier on the honey because it has this like a little bit of a stickiness to it. That's just bomb diggity. And you want to salt your fries after you fried them, like not while they're in the oil. So you don't want them releasing any water, any extra water. Oop. Sorry. Okay. So let me show you the fries. So this is the fries. Brad, hi, how are you? So these are our fries. And you can hear that they're crunchy because remember when I started, I told you guys that I had my fries cut up and soaking in cold water and some vinegar. Okay, so they are nice. Okay, You can hear them, okay? Sorry, you guys, I don't like chewing sounds, but I know some people want proof that it's crunchy, okay? So I'm not going to pour that on them right when they're hot. Ooh. They're really good. They're very, very good. And yeah, so Lily, you are so cute. I'm gonna take some salt. Check on our chicken. Whew, I scared myself. I have them, so I have the broil on, and I don't have them all the way up top. I have them like in the middle rack, just so they don't catch fire. So we put some salt on them. I'm going to let them sit for just a second. I'm gonna let them sit. Whew. So right here we have our honey and lemon and parsley. Okay. And these, you know what? I feel like I'm gonna have to, oh, okay. You can actually taste them, okay? Before you put this on your stuff, taste it. See if it needs anything else. Yum. You can add garlic to this. So you can add more honey to it too. This will stay crunchy because we're not going to soak them. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Lily. Absolutely. I want more honey in mine. So what I'm going to do is, so you know what? After speaking to y'all, I think maybe the kids would just want their fries just as fries without anything on top. So I think I'm going to, because you guys are telling me that you've never had them like this, I'm going to toss some of them in this and some I won't. So the babies can enjoy it too. Sorry. No, you don't. So when I was telling you to dip them to taste the combination. So before you end up throwing all of this on your fries, let's say you won't like it, try dipping your fry in it first to see if you want to do that. Because you can also serve this, you can also pour some of this over your chicken if you want to. So yeah. Yum. That's delicious. Cuban restaurant near me that makes the best fries. Mmm. That sounds really good. Garlic fries. Mm-hmm. We can also do like a, if you don't want this, you can make truffle fries, obviously. Let me stop because, let me see if this is ready yet. Okay. So I think I will move it. So my oven, just, I don't know if some of you know this, some of you don't, but my oven has been acting up with the temperatures and stuff. So I would advise you to stay away from GE, anything GE related. Just do yourself a favor. Don't get GE appliances ever. Yeah. It's been like such a horrible experience with the GE. Everything that's come with the house. So our house, they came with the GE appliances and you couldn't upgrade them. Am I not seeing stuff? Oh, garlic fries. Yeah, that sounds really good. So it came with the GE appliances. We weren't allowed to upgrade them. And if you tell them that you don't want them, they still charge you for them. So it's like we kept them and we're like, okay, we'll give it a try. Well, the microwave went out within the first month. The stove, never in my life have I was making condensed milk. This was during the virus because I couldn't find condensed milk at the store, and it poured over and it burned the top. So if you guys see like my stove, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but the three burners look fine. Then there's one that's kind of clouded and it has dents in it. That one was from condensed milk boiling over and burning the top. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, they're terrible, Sean. And and now the oven, it's been less than 5 years. That's the only thing that's like really kind of held up or whatever. Kind of 5 years. Like, are you kidding? Now it's doing this thing of a back and forth. Okay, like I don't even like the broil. It's supposed to be on broil right now. So it's been doing this back and forth where if you guys remember, we made breadsticks together. No, like my mom still has like a fridge from Whirlpool that she's had for 20 years. Like some things are worth the money, some things are not. And so what was I saying? Oh, so the other day, remember we were making the breadsticks and I had noticed for like a couple of days that something was going on with the oven. And so the breadsticks, if you saw like the top of them wasn't very colored, but the bottom got very dark very fast. So I was standing here watching the other bread to make sure that it doesn't burn. And then I noticed when I made the kids pizza the day after that the top like quickly turned almost brown and the bottom didn't. So it keeps doing this thing. And then yesterday, this was terrible. Yesterday I was making cinnamon rolls and 350 degrees. 350 degrees is not a high temperature. Like I have never burned anything at 350 degrees. So I put an entire tray, the tray is massive, of cinnamon rolls because it was for my husband's work. I put an entire tray in there. The dough was absolutely amazing. Like they turned out so good. Like I was so proud of the dough. And I put it in there within 10 minutes, it was smoking. Like there was smoke coming out of the oven. And I was just like, what on earth is going on? And I opened it, Maytag washer and dryer set for 15 years, didn't even burn. Yeah, I believe you, Chava. Like Maytag, yeah, Maytag was a good brand for a very long time. I think we had one thing that was Maytag, but yeah, some stuff just doesn't last. And so it was like smoking. And so I took out the tray and I was shocked. The entire bottom within 10 minutes. Yeah, like this is not broil. Like I don't know what it's doing. That's crazy. But watch if I put it at 350, it'll broil it. Yes, M-Flow, unfortunately. But so I take it out and the entire bottom of the cinnamon rolls is charred. Like today I had to take like a razor and scrape the char off of this baking sheet. Okay. And like the top of it was like very pale. I was just like, oh my God, it was just so upsetting. So I threw all of those in the trash and I was pissed because the cinnamon rolls are like twisty, like you can't even save them by like, because obviously I wouldn't have let my husband take them to work with him, but like even for us, like I couldn't even just save the tops and take them out and like make a bread pudding or something with parts of it, because it had like there was the taste of burn inside of the cinnamon rolls because they're twisted, so it like went up into the cinnamon roll like in a spiral kind of. So I was pissed. And yeah, so what it's been doing is like, yeah, this thing is absolutely not like, I am just in shock right now. This is not broil. Okay, interesting. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn it up to like 450 or something because it's not broiling. So I'll tell you something else. Hold on, sorry. So what it's been doing is it's been flip-flopping on me. What happened? Whose? Oh, my goodness, M-Flow. Yes, I hope they feel better. Oh, I I hate when the babies get sick. It's so upsetting. But so the oven keeps doing this thing where it just keeps flip-flopping. So, but mind you, when I opened the oven at 350 degrees, the heat that hit me in the face was literally like, it felt like it was on broil or like 500. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, of course, M-Flow. My goodness. Okay, I'm about to end up finishing these fries, and that's not the plan. I don't know what to say. I think it completely stopped now. Anyways, I'll just show you guys this as is, because it is not, yep. Yeah, it's not working. Anyway, so glaze your chicken. Okay, glaze your chicken. This is what it should look like. It'll look a lot darker than mine. Okay, and then we're gonna serve this up. If this thing decides to, ooh. I'm just gonna leave this in the oven while I toss those and I put the rest of this together. Now I am annoyed because now the broiler does not work for sure. Okay. Let me get the plate so I can just serve this up. Let's save the fries for the babies, the ones that are not going to get tossed in this. Okay, I'm just going to take mine, the hubs. I'll just use this. Okay, I'm going to take some of this. Oh, let me just give it a quick mix. Okay, put some of this on here. Give this a toss. If you like honey glazed stuff, you're gonna love this. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking, Sammy. I was like, you know, like this is crazy. Like if it just, because how many times have I just like put something in the oven and then just like went upstairs and just waited for the timer? Like I'm not expecting the oven to catch on fire, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna have to visit the Home Depot. Thank you, Lev. Okay, so we've got them here. So, okay, let me just plate this with you. Okay. So we're gonna put this here. Okay, and then we're gonna do the coleslaw. That's a lot of fries. Yum. Gonna take some more parsley. I've just been buying parsley like this because, yes, honey? Oh, yeah, he is. He's driving. Okay, Baba? Did you hear me? Just it's ignored. Okay, so we've got that one. And then, oh, the coleslaw. So this is the coleslaw that we made earlier with the dressing and everything. Okay, so if you are a coleslaw person, obviously get you a bigger one than this. But, you know, if you were just using it as a side, we're going to serve this right on top. Okay. And then we're going to take out the chicken. I am pissed I'll just show you guys the chicken anyway. Where's my thing? Now I have full confirmation. I thought maybe it was just acting up. It's not. So tempted to just torch the top because I wanted it to be too crispy. And if any of you guys were here when I first started, I said if it doesn't come out crunchy, I'm going to go. Aw, Sammy, enjoy. Oh, I love that. Of course. Oh my goodness. That's the best thing on earth. So I'm going to cut into the chicken. Oh no. Well, I have to put it back in. So, all right, you guys. Well, you know the drill. I think the oven has stopped working. So if it has, I'm just going to stick these in the pan and let them continue cooking. Unfortunately, my cooker tapped out on me, which is very upsetting. And my apologies, but I will have to go and get another one. So I'm going to continue on frying this. Anyway, let me show you guys this. We have this and our chicken. I know it happens. You know it happens. You just got to get through it. I'll show you guys. The chicken is right here, but the oven decided that it's going to tap out. Okay, and that's okay. We are blessed. Okay. All right, you guys. I think it's almost time for, yeah, in a half hour. Ash is going live. Thank you, guys. Hopefully the oven will get situated because I do have a lot more baking to do. But yeah, I'm glad that it wasn't like a cake for a birthday or something like that, you know, got destroyed. And I know that I can save this dinner by continuing to cook it over the stove. But all right, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you give these a try. Just make sure your oven is kicking because, you know, mine isn't. Thank you so much. Okay, I love you guys. Have a good night.